I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. On first down, Pollard. And open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Complete
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Mike 55, Mike 55. Check your hot read. Run!
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First down, Jacksonville.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's baby side. Switch. 19 Tiger.
Operating from the gun, Pollard. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
59 mark, check, 59. Let's go, D. Mike, check.
From the gun, Pollard. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Ready? 55. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pollard. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. The kick by Lambo is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Push him back. Go red. 59. Mike's 59.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got him. 38. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Here's Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Good.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A give to Jones. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And that's the option on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Set, 33, yellow, 43 rail.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Wide, get wide.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3, Dolphins 0.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Big stop, let's go. Out.
Hey, red.
Motion.
Blue, go.
Motion. Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Here's a quick throw right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Jaguars 3. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Number 37.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. It's coming this way. 70 Lions. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
operating from the gun. Pollard got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 43.
They'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
To throw on second down. Pollard, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
3rd and long.
From the gun, Pollard. This throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Shut up. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun on 3rd down, Pollard. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on in the defense? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Cut.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He was covered.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the... house for a Miami touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jaguars 6.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Pollard, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw, Pollard. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
31-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Off the play fake, Pollard. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead.
And that's a terrific score. And now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
And we get a look at it here, but hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
10 cycle.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Watch the run. Check.
Slice, 97.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I got it. Mike, check. 59. Come on, D.
From the gun, it's Tua. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good. And then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Jaguars 19.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick six, and they've had a decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
But I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Watch the edge.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Returnable here for Callaway. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Back to throw. Pollard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's coming. We got double up. 52 blasting. Forty-four. Mike, 44. I want that.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's our field. It's our...
Hey, Blue. It's Mike 60.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's go. Mike.
Yellow, go.
Mike 59. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack them.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
You must be dreaming.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun, going up top, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's third down and goal to go. That's the end of the third quarter.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Yellow, zoom. Don't get nervous.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Mike, check. 59.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, green. Motion. Zoom, black.
Check 50.
Tua going to try and run.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Dante Pettis. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Viking, 18.
Watch twist.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Switch.
Now they try the right side here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Watch the pass.
To throw on 3rd down, Pollard being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
31 yards on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Ready?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Caught left side, Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Check, 59. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
This is Jones, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge third down conversion.
Check 52.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Here we go. 10 black.
44 is the mic.
Drill 52.
I'm going to your left because I'm about to take you to school. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it over Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game.
This will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down.
Come on now. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Jaguars.
Hawk 70.
Watch the curl. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Set up. 19 Tiger.
Off play action. Pollard. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down at the
Only 3 there on the
line.
pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st down, Jacksonville.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Watch the pass. Mike, check. 70 Ranger. Check 59, Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
You got nothing.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to break him. 3-3. Check 3.
Now Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? 44's the mic. 44's the mic. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Back. He's crashing.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.